Hi, everybody. Okay, so, Bold, I don't know. I have a few thoughts on this one. I have a few thoughts on this episode, and I have a few thoughts about the direction they're going, and I'm gonna talk about all of it, and hopefully in a linear fashion here today. So, because I know this week I kind of jumped around, so I'm gonna try to be linear today. Um, okay, so, Deacon and Sheila are in trouble in their marriage because, well, this is from me, an outsider perspective, and then we'll get deeper than that. But I think they're in trouble because Deacon is kind of a simple guy. Okay. He's very loyal and loving and all this stuff, but he just doesn't want you to lie to him. And he doesn't want any secrets in the relationship. And Sheila's been keeping some major secrets this whole time. So he feels like he's been kept out of the loop and in a way lied to because and I've talked about this before. Okay. In my mind there are two kinds of lies. Outright lies where somebody asks you a question and you lie, right? And then there are lie by omission. Sheila has been lying by omission for the longest time about Luna's well, the fact that she's alive and the fact that she knew where she was for a longer time than she wants him to think she did. So there's that. Um, and I should have thought about this, but they've only been married like slightly over a year. So of course, um, I have a running joke. I don't use it very often because a lot of people don't get married on soap operas like they used to. There used to be a build up and then the you see every part of it and then the wedding was like a big day. They don't do that so much anymore. I think because of budget, but anyway. So okay, Sheila and Deacon have this wedding. I was all for it. I was the happiest person on the planet. And then I thought about, which I didn't really think about because I thought that he was going to be a good force for her and he was going to calm her down and all this stuff, right? So I didn't think about the curse. Okay, when I say the curse, I'm referring to most couples in soap operas, unless they really like you. And then they wait a couple of years, or they might even wait a decade. But you are going to have some trouble. Okay? Either you're gonna lie by omission, you're gonna keep something from somebody, you're going to do something that's separate from what the marriage vow is supposed to be. So you might be headed for Splitsville. Now, whether or not you're headed for Splitsville depends on a lot of things. Depends on if the couple works, if the couple has chemistry, and if the fans like the couple, and if they just want to shake it up and give them something else, because I've said this before also, which goes hand in hand with it, which is you don't want to see a happy couple all the time because it gets boring rather quickly. Okay. Um, so I didn't put that in the bucket for them because they had already been through so much to even get to the wedding day and whatever else. So I didn't think they would have any trouble for a while. But I was wrong. But then again, I didn't think about the bold riders throwing everything at Sheila that she's had to face in the last year. Okay? So they get married, everything's calm. And then Luna comes on the scene, and we find out who Luna's dad is, and that was a big story arc for the longest time. And because she's related to Finn, she's inevitably related to Sheila, which messes up the relationship between Sheila and Deacon. And furthermore, complicated by the fact that Luna did whatever to those people that Deacon knew, you know, so it gets more and more complicated. Um, so I'm kind of sad that they're going through this, but it was kind of inevitable too. So that's where I am with that. Okay. Then we have an awkward scene which I didn't even really listen to. And it's bad when I tune out, but apparently they thought it was necessary to have a scene between Taylor and Brooke where Brooke tries to make Taylor feel better. I don't know why. Okay, because what? Okay, I have a question. I have an overarching question for this. What is the purpose here? Because, okay, Brooke got the guy. Taylor lost the guy. So why do you need a scene with Brooke and Taylor where Brooke is trying to make Taylor feel better? What is she going to say to make her feel better? That I don't understand. What could you possibly say to make this woman feel better? I'm sorry he chose me and not you. I'm sorry, but you'll get over it. Can you be happy for us? I mean, what, like, out of everything I just said, what comforts Taylor in this whole situation? I don't get it. Excuse me. I get most things, but I don't get that. Okay. So I guess some people, me included, have been harping on the fact that we don't see Taylor having any patients or whatever because she's supposed to be a therapist, psychiatrist, whatever she's supposed to be. And I never see her with patients. So I'm like, how much is a psychiatrist is she? Okay. So they throw her in an office, and then Deacon wants her help because the thing with Sheila. So at first, Taylor says, I don't think I can help you. And then he says, but no, I want somebody to give it to me straight. So she's going to help him be his therapist in this situation. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Next storyline. The storyline I don't like because it is so unfathomable. It is so stupid. Okay, I have to go through it because I can't just go around it. All right. Oh boy. Okay. The ever continuing saga of Luna's pregnant. Now, Luna is legit pregnant because apparently she took a test, but then Bill made her take a bunch of other tests and they all came up positive. So she's pregnant the first time she had sex with somebody. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to understand it. We just have to understand that we're divorce yourself from this makes no sense and just jump in the pool and enjoy. Because if you try to make sense of it, you're gonna hurt your head. Okay? So, okay. Because which is really funny because Will and Electra came to Bill's house, and Katie happened to be there, and Luna happened to be in the corner. Which I'm sorry, but I got a bone to pick about that one too because why is Luna like always there? Why? And most of the time she's in the corner and she doesn't say anything other than, I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm pregnant. Okay, we get it. We get it. You're pregnant. Okay. Um. Oh boy. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know because I feel like they've been saying the same thing for 3 days at least. Okay. Now Luna is definitely pregnant, and Will just told his girlfriend 2 days ago everything, and she doesn't want to accept it, and so that's where we are, and it hasn't moved for 2 days. He finally told her. Let's see. He finally told her on Wednesday, although he started on Friday of last week. Okay, and the words finally came out on Tuesday. She finally reacted to it on Wednesday and Thursday. And now we're still on Friday and we're still there. We haven't moved. The needle has not moved. Okay. So, jumping into next week. You know how they give you spoilers on Friday? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but most times they do. Okay. So, I personally am going to get some of my wishes fulfilled, which is what is going to happen with Liam and Hope and Carter. Now, I saw Liam and I saw Carter. So I'm assuming they're going to figure out what the hell they're doing with that because it's about time. It's overtime actually. So yeah. And then we're gonna see Lee and Sheila again. And Luna's gonna be lurking around. Okay, so I'm gonna make another video because I got bones to pick. Alright. Bye everybody.